Now to an update on a story Fox 13 News broke earlier today. A new bill on Utah's Capitol Hill would have the state take charge in building some massive public transit projects.
It would have the Utah Transit Authority take a backseat to developing major projects. Here's Fox 13 News reporter Ben Winslow.
The bill set to be made public in the legislature would have Utah's Department of Transportation take charge of some major transit projects instead of the Utah Transit Authority.
All modes of transportation for capital development under UDOT's authority.
The House Majority Leader is backing the bill. He says it makes sense as they plan for Utah's future and explosive growth.
You think about it, Ben, it needs to be done, honestly. We need to think regionally as we move forward, being the fastest growing state in the nation.
This means major transit projects like double-tracking Frontrunner, expanding light rail and bus rapid transit lines across the Wasatch Front will now be built by UDOT.
UTA can still do all the projects that they're doing as long as there's no state dollars invested in them.
UTA was the subject of some blistering audits several years ago over its management practices. At the time, some lawmakers threatened a state takeover of the entire agency. But the House Majority Leader insists this is not a slow takeover of UTA.
I don't think that's what's best for the state, but looking at the big regional capital development projects, helping them get funded, helping them get built.
Representative Schultz says he's fine with how UTA is run now, but this could save taxpayers a lot of money. Legislative leaders also see some urgency in getting projects underway.
If you look at the long-term billions of dollars it could save, absolutely.
UTA supports this legislation.
UTA says they view it as a collaboration. Under the proposed legislation, UTA can still run the trains and the buses, but it's UDOT that builds the infrastructure.
UTA understands that the state is poised to invest a lot of money into transit going forward, and that they would want to have oversight. They would want to be able to know where the dollars are going and the projects are being developed. So we understand that, and we're all set to work and prepared to work with UDOT to make sure that everything does develop going forward, because it is so important to the growth of the state.
UDOT says with population growth, there's a need for a comprehensive transportation system that provides safe and effective choices for all users. State leaders continue to make significant investments in improving and promoting all modes of transportation, including transit.
We need to be visionary in this and how we run transportation holistically. We don't want UTA siloed over here or UDOT siloed over here. We want this.
On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.